right, so welcome everybody to the Choey and Jandler's the Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. Welcome, Jandler.
Welcome, Choey.
Uh,
Always spill it over myself. Damn it.
we'll start off with an embarrassing story, I guess, for me, since we were talking about your embarrassing one off air right now.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if I ever told you the story, so I had to get something checked for the guy side of stuff.
Health stuff. Yeah.
Um, and the doctor checks it. He's you know having fun with the chestnut type thing. Checks everything's all good. And afterwards, he goes and he's like, hey, and he shakes my hand, and I'm like, okay, I guess it's my stuff you just touched, not your own. Like, so I'm not like touching the hand that was on your own junk.
Yeah.
What tripped me out is he reminded me of what's his name, Brent Spinner, the guy who
Oh, the guy from Data.
Star Trek. The way he
Yeah.
looked from Independence Day, like all crazy with the glasses and the hair all jacked. He's like, "Hey, yo, man, everything's good to go." All right. Like, all excited with these big old bug eyes out, excited. I was all, okay, thank you.
He was really into his job, right?
Well, and the timing of it was somewhat threw me off too, because I'm like, can I pull my pants up first, there, sir, before we shake hands? Like
Since you shared, I'll share my off-air story. I was just talking about when I had my prostate exam, how the doctor did the finger check, up the bum.
Yeah.
And then like at the end, he was just like he went to shake my hand, and I was just like, what the? I was like, I don't remember what I did. I was just kind of like, I'm good.
Yeah,
We're good.
Wash that first.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. Do you know where that hand has been, sir? I do.
You're like, I know where your hand's been.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyway, so happy October 20th. Did you know today is World Statistics Day? There wasn't as many funny days on October 20th in my mind, but World Statistics Day. Did you know that 45% of all statistics are made up on the spot?
Sounds about right.
I made that up, man. That's a joke that like no one ever gets,
No, well, because it's on the little napkins. I forget, like the wet naps. What was it like? It was either like Hooters or at like Buffalo,
yeah,
where it says like 34% of all stats are made.
Yeah,
because I feel like it's like there's probably a lot of stats. I mean, because who's gonna go check? Who's gonna like?
Yeah, I'm sure, like, especially if you're on a news show, a TV show, a sports show, you just say numbers, and people are like, okay. It's also Philippine and British Friendship Day.
I didn't.
Congratulations. Send it out. People in England can hear this, and maybe we can get it out to the Philippines. Like, hey, it's Friendly Day.
Like, be nice to each other, guys. The
Yeah.
statistics thing, though, man, like, I don't know, like, who, like, first off, I almost feel like I'd be kind of cool to be a statistician, at least for like a sports show where you just come up with like some random stat that has no bearing on anything, because they're like, in the month of October, the Cowboys are 95% win ratio when leading by 4 points in the third quarter after the 7th minute.
I hate when they do this. Yeah, that takes a lot of work. But I hate when they do the stats and they're like, lifetime the Cowboys are like 15-2 against whoever, right? And I'm like, that doesn't count. Like if you like a 1960 game doesn't count till now. Like no one cares then. But did I ever tell you
to that though? Like people get it.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I mean, lifetime. They don't do good against them. Oh, okay, but that's like sports superstition stuff, I guess.
No, did I ever tell you, like, I was one of the times I came back on leave when I was still in the Navy. Me and my dad had gone to a Spurs game. There was a teacher that used to like do the stats for all the Spurs games.
Yeah,
like he got like a ring, like when they go on the championship. Yeah, and I was just like, I remember when my dad introduced it to me. Part of me wanted to be like, hey, how do I get you this job when you retire? I was like, because that'd be a cool job, but. That's before I wanted to go. That's before I wanted to. Like, that's when I wanted to go down there like 41 times a season. Now, like, hey, it's cool to go every now and then. But that was a cool game.
He was at Chili's up in Bernie. Like I stopped there and hung out. I don't even know I was going to hang out. I was going to hang out with, I don't know if it was Jake Bernhardt or somebody to go roll. Like this was probably 12, 15 years ago, something like that. And I'm there and hanging out, having a drink, and like this guy, like I don't even know what. Like, I think I don't think there was another sports game on, like it was basketball season or whatever it was, because obviously it wasn't a Spurs game. Otherwise, he'd been there. And he's like, "Yeah, that's pretty cool stuff, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, I'm like, first off, I want to be like, "I don't know you,
Who are you?
right?" Just randomly start talking to me. But
Yeah.
he's like, "You want to see something?" And I'm like, "I guess, sure." And he's like, "Check that out." And he's got the ring, and I look at, it and I'm like, and I immediately like, I look at this dude's face, like I should know this guy, right? Is this? I'm like, is this Bob Hill? Did Bob Hill win a ring with somebody?
You're like Avery Johnson, David Robinson.
I'm like, look at him. Who? I'm like, who are you that you got a ring? Like, you're some sort of cool like basketball guy. Like, you're not black, so you're not one of the players. Like, were you a coach? And he's like, but I guess he could see it on my face, like the what?
Yeah.
And he's like, I do the stats for the Spurs, and I was like, oh, cool. And I was like, no, like probably rude. I was like, you get a ring for that? And he's like, everybody in the
Yeah.
organization does when they win one, and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, man. Everybody. Because I know, like, I met some people that had some Cardinals rings, right? And they were people that like worked in the front office or something, you know.
yeah,
Like they may have been like the ticket salesperson, you know, like in charge of season tickets, and they're like ring, and I was like, okay, cool. But anyway, trek down memory lane there. I don't know if you saw my Facebook post. It was funny because I sent it out, and a lot of teacher friends like replied to it on Facebook, and they even texted. Um, Teaching is the only job I know where we have to plan to be sick. You know, it's like I don't. You remember your days when you were teaching before you got actually? I don't even know if it's the same as admin, but I know the teacher is like, if you wake up feeling bad, you still got to do lesson plans, try and put in for a sub, do all that. So you can't just like try and sleep it off, you know, and hope you feel better. There's all this work you got to do first. If you're admin, is it the same thing?
nah.
Obviously, you're not going to get a sub, but
Some districts actually have sub admin depending upon how it works out. Like if it's like planned absence stuff, it's like sick. But I mean, you think about it though. I don't know how about other places, but I know teachers are the ones that most of the time like you power through sick and stay at work. Like you take a sick day so you can go like chill and have fun.
my sick days are fun days or more appointments, like appointments that I have to get then, like I can't get some other times. Like, oh, let's just take the day off. But now I hate like,
I'm
but
sick
you
at
know,
work
but like
day.
I took a day off November 7th because I had two appointments.
Yeah.
Had to go back for we had PTA night. No, I'm sorry, October 7th, not November yet. But we had PTA night, so I had to go back. I have appointments on the 24th on following Tuesday, like next week, and I got to go back because we got a tech expo. So like both days, I'm like, I'll do stuff in the morning, but I can't like enjoy the rest of the day because I still got to go back and do stuff. And I'm like, oh, this stinks. But all right, so you already saw this and you kind of made a comment on it. Yeah, so one of the things I want to talk about, I had a nervous farter one year, right? So we were doing it reminded me last week we had a lockdown drill, right? And you know, these kids that I teach, most of the time, even though our number one priority during the lockdown drill is to be quiet,
Yeah.
I'm constantly like, shh, 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 right? And this last week when we did it, we were quiet. We were perfectly quiet for like 30 seconds or something, right? And then somebody found a dead cricket and was putting it on someone's shoulder, and they were freaking out. And I was like, "Be quiet, be quiet." And I had to address it afterwards. But it reminded me a few years ago we did a lockdown drill, and this is before any of the like major stuff happened, right? Like in recent memory.
Yeah.
And kids started laughing, and I'm like, what's going on? And there's one kid's like, I'm sorry. It's like I fart when I'm nervous, and he just kept farting. And kids are like, oh, it stinks. And I was just like, shh, like suck it up, kids.
You you teach second graders too, so it's like a 7, 8 year old. It's like, sorry, I get nervous and I fart. Like,
Well, this was when I was a third grade teacher. But it's just like, and it was pretty bad. I mean, he's a big kid, but it's pretty bad. It was like eye watery. But I'm just like, suck it up, hold your breath.
no, I'll take, I'll take it. I'll take my chances outside with whoever's in the hallway.
Like it's a what do they call it? It's a gas attack. You know, it's biological warfare in here.
Throw on the mask.
Oh.
Somebody walks in there like, what's going on? And you're like, that kid, that kid's going.
What if that's our weapon when if they ran in? Like, hey, just bend over and point towards them. Pull my finger. He's like, hey, shooter, pull my finger.
Light it up like a what was it, Fire Marshal Bill
Yeah.
in color.
That'd be It'd be a great defense. You're right. It'd work. That plan B right there.
Duck and cover.
People are writing this down, by the way. They're like, these guys, these holes, But
so what?
all right,
What is that?
what is what?
Great Bookfair Caper.
All right, so the Great Bookfair Caper of 2023. I was just about to talk about this. So we have book fair going on right now, right?
Yeah.
So today's Wednesday. So on Monday, book fair started last Friday. On Monday, a couple of kids are like, "Hey, can I go to the book fair?" And I'm like, "Yeah, as long as we're doing our small groups right, cool." So I sent a kid to the book fair. He went then later on. He's like, "Hey, I forgot something. Can I go back?" I'm like, "Cool, yeah, go back." Like we weren't doing something, so I sent him. He kept playing with his stuff, so I had to like kind of take it up. He bought some shark book that had like this huge fake shark tooth on it, and even though the rules are like put it in your backpack, he opened it up. So I was holding the shark tooth. I get a call or a text from the librarian at the end of the day. He's like, "Hey, you still here?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "Can you come to the library?" So apparently, this kid stole $180 from his mom. Right? Went to the book fair, spent $100, then took $80 and gave four different friends $20 each. Right? Parents found out about it. Obviously, they're upset. So as I said, the Great Bookfair Caper. Parents talked to me about it. I get that the dad was mad. He's like, "How do you not have a system in place where you check in how much money they spend?" And I was like, "They tell me they have money. I don't like go through their wallet." I was like, I'm just like, "Okay, you got money," but I was like, I'm not like hovering over everything. By the way, we go to the book fair tomorrow as a class. Um, but and then so like the principal had already did it, so I didn't have to call the four parents of the other kids and be like, "Hey, somebody gave your son or daughter $20. Can we please get it back?" By the way, one of those kids apparently took the $20 and put it as a lunch account. So like I'm pretty sure that $20 is not going back to the first kid or his parents, really, because then that kid's lunch account. But then apparently, like me being the sarcastic person I am when they're talking to me and they're telling me the story, I had like a comment in my head and I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to be a jerk. But so the kid gave $20 to one friend and he got like a little squishy toy, and I want to be like, "You got robbed there, man. $20 for that? Like you should feel ashamed." But
I thought I taught you guys better.
yeah, like where's your common sense here? But no, so that was a great book fair because it was a big deal. And some of there's other teachers of the school that must have heard the story from the librarian because I didn't like. They were like today at dismissal, I said, like there's a couple of kids with the same name, and so I said his name, and one teacher's like, "That's the guy from the book fair," and I was like, "No, that's a different guy." I was like, that's A. You're talking about D, and they're like, "Oh, there's more than one." I was like, "Yeah, there's more than one." Oh, so it was a thing. Parents are just they're upset, but I was like, "I'm sorry." The librarian was upset too, but see, kids come there a lot of times with birthday money. We don't know.
Well, the thing is too, like what it like. So on the flip side of that, like let's say the parents gave the kid 180 bucks or $100, so he spent $100 at the fair. If you gave him $100 and said, "Hey, go buy whatever you want, man, and knock yourself out. I love you," and the kid goes and buys $100 worth of crap and spends it, you want like what? How would those parents have felt if the librarian or you called and said, "Hey, Billy spent $100 at the Brook Fair today. Did
Yeah.
you know that?" Like, what are they gonna
What
be like?
Well, that's what they wanted us to do. Is they go to check out with him, and he like stops and like, "Let me make a phone call home,"
And that's
right?
the thing, like that's one of those things where you're just like, you can never win with people like that. Like that's a stupid thing.
Now, the easiest fix would have been like, "Hey, the book fair is open from like 7 to 7:30 every morning. Bring your kid. Come in with your kid in the morning. Buy it then. Then you don't have to worry about is he doing something he shouldn't be
But it's just one of those
or
things.
her."
Like, watch your money first off at home. That's on the parents. That's
Yeah.
on you. Second, like if it like I would be like if somebody called me with one of the kids, one of my boys, and was like, "Hey, did you know that so and so spent $100 at the book fair?" I'd be like, "Okay, mind your own business, dude. Like what? Okay." They went and spent $100. Like that's the whole purpose of y'all's crap, right? It's like a kind of a fundraiser. They buy books and you like that. Like
Yeah.
More power to you. Like, are you trying to insinuate that he did something he was not supposed to? Are you trying to insinuate like we don't have enough money to where don't spend $100 on books because you're poor or some jacked up stuff like that?
Yeah, like you're right. That's one of those. Man, you lose no matter what. Lose the situation, you know.
And I feel like in this situation, your parents are the losers and morons. Why wouldn't
Well,
you
I think
just
they got
start
some of the.
spending?
I think they got some of the money back, but there was another girl that apparently, like I had one mom. She came and she told me, her daughter. One girl gave her daughter $20, and one boy gave her daughter $3, right? And so she brought back the $23 to me. And so I called, and then that girl told me which two students it was. And so I saw the girl first that gave her the 20. I was like, hey, here's $20. Because you gave this money to so and so. Like, you need to put this back in your wallet and take it home or whatever, right? And she's like, I didn't give her that money. And I was like, really? Because she said you did. And she's like, no, I didn't. And so then I called the first girl. Her mom had given me the money. And I was like, hey, did she give you $20? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, see, put it back in your wallet. You know, all day, by the way. Actually, this whole time book fair is going on, I got kids that like they bring wallets. It's mostly boys, but they bring wallets and they're just playing with their wallets. And I'm like, and they just walk. It's funny. They just leave their wallet on the desk and just walk away. And I'm like, put your money in your pocket. I was like, I'm not gonna steal it, but there's other kids here. You know, you can't trust everybody. I'd love to say we could, but you can't trust everybody. Like, quit leaving your money around.
You talking like the whole class? You're like, look, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know everybody. Look at Steve over there. I don't even trust him with my stuff. Why are you
Yeah.
entrusting me? And kids are all Steve's parents.
I should say, because I told that to the teachers. So I was like, man, I hate leaving my phone out because I don't know what these little rats are gonna do, you know.
I don't them. I know he's a future drug dealer. I can just see it on his face. That kid's not doing anything. 10 years from now, I'm gonna be this with our conversation is gonna be. I'd like a number one supersized and sub out the fries for tots there, big boy. That's what Mr. Bing, can you come to the office? We have some parents that are concerned about the way you talk to their kids in class.
And you're like, whoa. Hey, let's go ahead and take it to the break, okay?
Sounds good.
I'll come right back. We're back now for our toast around the world, right? By the way, Choey.
Nah, yeah.
By the way, Choey, unfortunately, no new countries yet. But I think I finally got one of my teacher friends at school that's going to help us get the flat Choey and flat Choey and Jandler thing smoothed out so we can send that out, you know? I think that'll help. That, and I did the cover art thing, by the way. I submitted the cover art, so we'll see if they promote us on whatever that podcast that was.
So and with that cover art thing, it's just the like our little emblem for our thing, or what?
I sent our logo. I sent our podcast name. And then there was they had a question of like why we did the logo the way we did. And I was like, well, it's basically a name tag. Or you're like when we're introducing each other. I was like, that's how we did it, you know, so you could get to know us.
We're like, there's not a ton of thought that happens with this show.
It's
all piecemeal together. Like,
and you know, like what I always think about too, and especially on my drive home, is when I did that logo. You know how they have a spell check?
Yeah.
Right. There's actually red squiggly lines because Choey and Jandler they're considered misspelled words, and I should have been like, oh, ignore, and then would have taken that red squiggly line away. But in a lot of ways, it's probably the charm of it. It's like, yeah, we're so stupid, we didn't even realize. You know, we're just like.
When you think about it, most of our stuff is put together. Like almost every segment from our episodes has just been like, hey, what do you think about this? And it's like, yeah, that works.
Yeah, pretty much. So, but listeners that I talk to, friends of mine that listen, they say they love our little segments. It chops it up, you know.
Yeah.
So, all right. So sorry about that. Ready? You got your ding-a-ling.
Yes, I do.
You're like, and I got my bill too. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So
the world, people.
So we'll say all of them and then take our sips.
Yeah.
All right. So in Germany we say Prost. South Korea, Gunbei. By the way, I hope Newman's doing all right. He still won't message me back, man.
It's not a
Been months. Hope he's good. Brazil, Sade.
Hey.
England.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Australia.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. You want to try your Barbados?
I always sit there and think about, like, I don't know, like, cheers. I don't
Cheers.
like,
Hello.
They're probably like, you know what? We're not listening anymore.
French Canada. I'm going to get proper today. Ah, ta sante.
Sure.
And then in the other Canada, cheers you, hoser. Colombia, salud. Philippines, to gay. And Norway, skull.
You know, I hope your buddy Newman is okay over there in South Korea, or we might end up having like a segment of pouring one out for the homies. Like,
oh yeah. You just see
Kim Jong Junie over there, Gotham styles him, and the next thing you know, he's done.
All right. Well, he stays away from that side, I would like to think. Sorry about all this. I mean, clicking back over. All right.
Tense thing, like especially like if you live close to like the demilitarized zone, like just when I was like you like look out their backyard and you're like.
I forget what they call it, but whatever. There's a tourist attraction where you got the North Korea side and South Korea, and there's just guards there. I guess people go and they only like a couple feet away, like 100 feet, or I don't even know what's that. They're like literally like that's the border, and people can go look at it, and it's like one wrong move, probably starts something huge.
Is it like like how like the Rio Grande here in Texas, like you have houses that own the property like right up to the river, and so you're just like, hey. Or
pretty much, I guess.
It's like a bunch of like whatever their wilderness is before you get there.
Like you think do you have a Robin Leach type of accent you can pull?
Well, I don't know. I can try. Let me.
Or do you want me to try? I can try again. It's just hard for me to get a little arrogant here. But can you take us to England?
England. Welcome to jolly old England, yeah, like that.
Hey.
Robin Williams is more like lifestyles of the rich and the famous.
There you go. That's Robin Leach, not Robin Williams. Robin Leach.
What the heck is that? Oh, they way off. England is home to many bizarre sports, such as wife carrying, which you're gonna have to explain to me here in a bit. Cheese rolling and bed racing. So 2 out of those 3 have no idea what they were talking about.
I'd have to look at. I think here's wife carrying is very similar to like what do you call it? Piggyback riding,
So they just do like race trips, like relay races.
No, that might be their wife carrying right there.
That's nothing. It's like she's like on a hospital bed with the Jamaican bobsled team pushing them. That's not
cool runnings, man.
Sanka.
Cool runnings.
All right, TV and the internet. Oh, that's more like.
Now you sound Australian, mate.
I know. Sorry, Hugh Jackman got me right there. I'm all Wolverine. I don't even I lost the accent there. TV and the internet were invented thanks to England. What? Internet? I thought that was like an Al Gore thing. Is that I guess that's a rumor.
Yeah, I think that is a rumor. Probably started by Al Gore. Hey, speaking of, did you see someone told me a meme and I put it on Facebook? They're like, don't believe everything you see posted on the internet just because there's a famous person's face next to it. And then the quote was by Abe Lincoln. And the joke was like, there was no way, Abe Lincoln was around for the internet. But yeah, no, TV was invented by someone in England, and then the internet, another guy from England was like very, I guess, integral to it.
The monarch owns all of the dolphins in British waters.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4.
They also own all the
royal. What? England's kind of some interesting stuff. The tea is the national drink. London Bridge was bought and moved. What? It was moved to Arizona.
Mm-hmm. Somebody bought it and moved it to Arizona. Crazy, right?
I guess it fell down, right? Like the song.
Well, I guess it fell down in winter.
Not least, England fought a war with Zanzibar that lasted 38 minutes. Then, tea time.
Yeah.
Lifestyles of the rich and the famous and ridiculous. All the swans are royal. My butt. And then the monarchs are all. How are you gonna check which dolphins are owned by them? Like, so once it swims,
They own
they're
so
like that thing's off. Like we no longer own that dolphin. That's stupid.
I guess every dolphin that's in the water around Britain is theirs. But they said all the swans. So I actually read about the swans. Um, many years, like centuries ago, right? Only the monarchs in England, like the swan, eating the swan for a meal was for like this the royalty, right? Super rich. So then they kind of just wanted to be like nobody else could do it. Kind of like, if you think about like Robin Hood, remember in the movies when he couldn't hunt the deer,
Yeah.
like that's the king's deer or whatever. I think it's like that. And then it's like the queen adopted the swans, and now she's passed away, and so it's the king. So yeah, all royalty right there for those animals. All right,
Stuck up people right there.
stuck up to you
The
exactly.
swans is swimming.
You miss it. All right. So inspirational quote today for October 20th. May today. I was kind of like you. May today be the Friday-est Friday that ever Fridayed there, Choey.
Heck yeah.
And if Friday was a day, I'd kiss you or hug you. I can't really commit, you know. I still just want to be friends. We're not going to be in a huge relationship. So.
I mean, you could Tinder the Friday, right, on the Tinder app. Who knows?
Oh yeah, it's true. That's only if you're in Antarctica. Remember, that's where the Tinder matches work. So, you want to do our social media plug?
Sounds good. So make
As we
sure
wrap.
before we roll into that, did you see that? Like, apparently X is now gonna. I don't know. Like, I couldn't understand the article 100% because I was reading it. Like, it looked a little bit like maybe not. So I don't know if it's all new accounts or if they're just testing it with the new accounts, and then if it works with the new accounts, then they're gonna roll it back for everybody retroactively. But he's gonna charge new accounts $1 a year to have a Twitter account. And so if you want to, you can follow people, but if you want to like retweet or tweet anything, you have to pay the dollar subscription for the year, which is
Oh,
money. But I'm like, that might backfire. People just be like, oh, there's all these other social medias.
but Elon Musk, man, he's a poor guy. He's just trying to make ends meet, dude.
Well, I'm just like, he's like, oh, it's not a money making thing. I'm like, no, it's not. But every year, like, how many millions of people are on Twitter? So how many millions of dollars are you gonna get just by charging everybody a buck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know there's a lot of people like, what? I got to pay for it?
Yeah, they'll be like, yeah.
That.
But then you think about, I don't know how many people I've seen that now have the verified bucks a month, and I'm like, kind of a goober.
I don't even understand that, but yeah, do it. Do our social media plug there, sir.
All right, so we're on X, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, right? As Choey and Jan, Choey, the letter NJAN. We're also
Yep.
on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and is that
I think that's it. Because I kind of forgot to really go back and play around with the whole reimagination of MySpace.
I think my state
The,
base is dead.
well, like I said that it's actually they brought it back.
I
It's
know.
supposed to be for creators, artists. But when I created it, I couldn't figure out how to post anything on it, and I was like, I can't get anything on it. It doesn't work.
We should
So
just do we should put Choey and Jandler on a dating app and see if anybody swipes whatever way they're supposed to swipe.
swipe right to listen.
And they're like, oh, they're like, we got gypped, and we're like, shouldn't have done it. All right, guys.
All
Until next time.
right, till next time. Peace.